everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been about 100 years since I actually managed to do a makeup review, and I'm back and I'm getting ready to do a foundation review for a foundation I have never actually tried. I did open it up just real quick actually this morning right before I went to bed just to see how the color is, because I wanted to use it before I go to work tonight. As you can see, I've got my scrubs on, getting ready to go to work. So, good time to actually try this out and give it a real field test. It is Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. I, of course, got the lightest shade that they've got. It's only available in 12 shades. I really wish foundation companies would step up their stupid shade selections because they just suck. I'm sorry. You guys suck. Got about 12 shades, and about 9 of them are good for the medium shades. 1 or 2 for people who have, maybe like me, have a tan. Yeah, I have a tan. And then 1 for people of color. Y'all need to work on that. So, of course I dropped it, so now the thing doesn't want to work. Okay, so let's give it a try. I've already washed, moisturized, and primed my face. I used the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Primer. Try saying that 3 times real fast. I'm going to give it a try. I forgot to bring my little palette up, so I'm just going to use back my hand. If I can get it to squeeze out. Because, of course, I dropped it and now it doesn't want to work. So, I've got my handy dandy mirror. So, I'm going to be looking in the mirror. I'm going to be using my damp beauty blender on this side of my face and my Be a Small on that side of my face. So, let's just get it going here. According to what I read, this is supposed to give up to 16 hours of coverage. I will have it on for probably about 10 hours right now. I'm going in an hour early. Apparently they had someone call in sick, so I'm going in an hour early. Yay. So I'll be there about 9 hours and 15 minutes depending. Just gonna get a little bit more here. It's doing a pretty good job of reducing the amount of redness I have in my face. I tend to get a lot of redness in my face. It's definitely not full coverage, but I actually prefer foundations that are more in the medium coverage. So, that is that. Let us put it on this side of my face and blend it out with the brush and see how that looks. Okay. Yeah, I think I need just a little bit more. I'm getting a little bit better lighting here. I usually film these a little earlier in the day when I've got some more natural light coming in a window behind me. But like I said, it's about 8:30 at night. Actually, I don't have a preference between the two. Both sides look really good, either with the brush or with the beauty blender. I am going to see if it's buildable, so I'm going to put just a little bit more on and see if I can't kind of cover up the redness that I've got just right around here. So another little pump. I think I'll just use my beauty blender just because I just generally prefer beauty blenders, so ooh, it definitely is buildable. And it feels very lightweight. And it covered, yes, it covered a lot better with a very light second coating. So let's get this side here. I don't want one side of my face being really red and the other side not being red. This is a good color match for me right now. I don't know what it will look like come like January when I have like no color except for red in my face. Because even though I wear like SPF 50 or SPF 60, depending on which sunscreen I'm putting on, you still get just a hint of color. Overall, it looks pretty good. I'm going to zoom you guys in. Okay, here's what it looks like. I don't know, right? Everything's starting to crease right in there. I don't know why. Looks good around the nose. I settled a little bit in my wrinkles up here, but meh, you're gonna have that. Okay, so I'm gonna get the rest of my makeup on, see how everything blends and looks with everything done. So I'll be back in a little while. Okay, everybody, I'm back. I've got the rest of my makeup on. Let's see here. The check-in time is, we're going to call it about 8:30, I guess. Hopefully I will have this on for about 10 minutes. Everything really seemed to blend out okay on it. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. I just did a very simple eye look today. Like I said, I'm going to work. I work night shift. The only person that's going to see me is my coworker, and she doesn't wear makeup. So I haven't put anything on my lips again. 90% of what I wear on my lips when I'm at work is chapstick. Because, again, no one's going to see me but my coworker. The color match is very good. Oh, I just totally blocked you with my mirror. The color match is good for right now. I'm not sure how it will look when I completely lose my color, the little hint that I have. But I like it for right now. I do wish they made about one shade lighter and maybe one shade darker for people of color because, yeah, the color selection, that's what I'm trying to say, really could use some work. Come on, Maybelline, step it up. Yeah, I kind of settled a little bit up here, my fine lines, but my fine lines are kind of really showing today because, yeah, it's my third night in a row. My dark circles are kind of showing a little more today because it's my third night in a row. So, yeah. I think it looks pretty good. I can see why people have raved about this in the past. So, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do a check-in while I'm at work. Kind of depends. Some nights I could do 12 check-ins in an 8-hour shift just because no one's on their call lights and no one's doing anything. And there are times I couldn't do a check-in if I had someone have a gun in my head just because of all the call lights and people getting up and wandering around and blah, 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 blah. So I will definitely do a check-in at the end of my shift when I get home. That should be about 6:15. So I will have this on probably at least 10 hours. So far so good. It looks good. It blended in really well. Everything went on top of it really well. Even though it's a really light, simple, I hope I don't have allergies like I did yesterday and rub it all off. So, oh, I forgot to tell you, I did set my T-zone with some Coty Airspun powder, just a little on my chin, my nose, and my forehead. I always do that just because, I don't care if it's a matte finish, I always put just a little bit on just because I get a little oily. Not too bad. This will be a good test at work. I work in a nursing home tonight, so I don't know if you've been in too many nursing homes. They always tend to be on the hot side because old people tend to be on the cold side. So, I mean, 75 is a cool temperature even overnight. So, there's a high probability I will be just a little slightly on the sweaty side. So, we'll see how this actually will last during a real work shift with a little bit of sweat thrown in there. So I will be back. Hopefully I can do a quick check-in like halfway through my shift on my phone. If not, I will see you at the end of my shift. Okay, everybody, as you can probably tell, I didn't really get a chance to do any filming on my makeup during the night. it was just kind of one of those nights, you know. Anyway, this is going to be kind of short and to the point because I'm flipping tired and I kind of want to go to bed. So it is now 6:21, so I have had this makeup on for like 10 hours, give or take a couple minutes. So yeah, and I was, as expected, kind of sweaty at times. Nursing homes tend to be a little warmer, and because 75 degrees feels very warm to me when I'm up running around in the hallways, and it's really cold to 103-year-old ladies who are laying in bed. So yeah. Anyway, let's kind of zoom in here. I did not do any blotting at all, and as you can see, I am really pretty oily right in through my nose, but for 10 hours it's really not that bad, especially since I didn't do any blotting at all. I'm gonna get my mirror out. It did separate a little bit on my nose. Probably nothing that a blot and maybe put just a touch of powder on. You can tell I'm not thinking right. It settled some into the lines up here, but you know, hey, it's gonna happen. Creased a little here and a little here and a little here, but I tend to smile and, you know, make weird faces when I'm at work because I'm a joker with my patients, my residents. I love them. I joke around with them. Wow, I'm really tired. I just need to go to bed. So this, the Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse, it's a hit. I really like it. It probably would do just a little bit better maybe on people who are normal to dry skin. I have combo skin that is drying out as I get older. I used to be an oil slick all over my forehead, my nose, and my chin, and some down in through here, but as I've got older, amen, hallelujah, now I'm just normal in those areas for the most part, except for my nose. My nose still gets really oily. It takes a few hours, and you can tell, like I said, I was sweating. I mean, I literally had a little bit of sweat running down this part of my face, back of my hair. It's still kind of gross feeling. I mean, it's not like I was sweating like I would if I was outside running, but you know, I was sweaty. I was a little sweaty. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little bit gross when I'm at work because, you know, I'm working hard. So this stuff is a hit. I can't wait to actually try it sometime when I'm not going to be at work. You know, when I'm just going to go to church or I'm going out to the movies and really see how it looks without the sweat. That's probably not going to happen until September when it finally cools off because we're in mid-July and yeah. So yeah, this stuff is a total hit. It's a good color match for me. I do wish it was maybe about a half shade lighter for the winter, but I might be able to make it work because thankfully SPF 60 does keep you from getting a lot of a tan, so hopefully this will still work. Definite hit, especially for the price point, because I've seen it anywhere from about $7.50 up to about $8.99 depending on where you're buying it from. So it is extremely affordable. You get a full 1 fluid ounce. That's your typical amount. So Maybelline has something right here. They have knocked it out of the park. So with that, I'm gonna go to bed after I wash this off because, yeah, going to sleep with your makeup on is gross. Don't do it. Please. So with that, I'm gonna say peace, love, and take care of yourself. That's the nurse's orders, and that's what this nurse is gonna go do. She's gonna go take care of herself and get some much deserved sleep. Bye-bye.